wanted to share my weight loss journey with you, mostly because it's cathartic for me. No, but really. I want to help people, however that may be. Let's see, I was always big. I kind of half knew about it because, you know, you're a kid, you don't really care. But then at the same time, like, especially as I started becoming a teenager, my mom, you know, there was comments. And then the other kids, of course, there's comments from them too, you know. And it's just, your mom's like slowly trying to convince you to lose weight, you know. And of course it didn't work. I like me my potatoes and my SpaghettiOs. Anyway, so fast forward a few years, I get married, you know, my weight didn't really seem to be a problem for him, whatever, and small things start happening. I find out that I am having fertility problems, partially related to my weight, so I start working out at Curves, and it was working really well. I lost like 20 pounds, and I, you know, I was following their diet, and I was working out like 3 or 4 times a week, and I had to drive really far to get there, but, you know, it was worth it, because it was back when Curves was not quite as popular as it is now. And, you know, I didn't like it, because I don't really like exercise, but, you know, it was working, and it was a, you know, low carb diet, which was hard. But then suddenly I hit a wall. Couldn't lose any more weight, and then it started creeping back up, and I was going, nothing had changed. I was still working out hard. I was still following their diet to the T, and I was gaining weight, and I was very frustrated. And I, you know, I kind of shared that with the lady in charge at Curves, at my particular branch of Curves, and she said something really rude, like, well, you just need to work out harder, or something like that. Like, no, seriously, I'm working out. I'm putting my all into it every time I come here. And she just blew me off, like, oh, I must be slacking in my workouts, or eating something I shouldn't. It's like, no, I think I would know. But anyway, that wasn't the reason I was gaining weight. It was because the underlying cause of my infertility was insulin resistance, which is also related to type 2 diabetes. And my type 2 diabetes was finally kicking in. So anyway, that was a bad time. And so I, you know, gave up, because I'm good at that. Gave up on trying to lose weight, gained a little bit more weight, and a little bit more. Probably got up to 250. A few years later, we had moved out of the state. You know, I'd been through a lot of emotional upheaval and physical upheaval with moving, getting a new job, my husband getting a new job, starting my daughter in a new school, just everything all together, away from my family. It was pretty hard time. But I had gotten up to over 250, which, you know, wasn't the greatest, obviously. And so I decided I was going to lose weight. And I did. I lost a lot of weight. I went from 250, I got down to 183. And it was over a long period of time, and it was doing it the right way by eating right. And I ate a low amount of food. I did. And I cut way the heck back. I used a calorie counter, and I was really strict with it, and I exercised. I exercised on the Wii Fit because it was easy, and I'm not good at exercising. So, yeah, and it worked, and it worked so well, and that was the lowest I've ever been in my entire life, no matter what, and I lost so much weight, and it worked so well that I got pregnant, and I was like, woohoo, party, I'm pregnant. This is what I'd been wanting for years, like 12 years of marriage, and I hadn't ever gotten pregnant, and I've been battling infertility and treatments and everything else. So then I had a miscarriage pretty quickly after that. But I'd already started to gain because I didn't have to count calories anymore. That was the main reason I wanted to lose weight. Wasn't a very good mentality, but anyway, then compound that with a little bit of depression, and I didn't really lose any more weight that summer, and I actually got pregnant a second time, and I was so excited, and I was like, yes. And I was really vigilant and careful, trying to make sure I didn't lose this baby. I mean, I don't even know what, I didn't do anything the first time to lose the baby, so I don't know what I was thinking, but I was like overly careful, and I lost that baby in the second trimester in November. So while I hadn't put any more weight on, not really, maybe a pound or two, at that point I sunk into one of the deepest depressions in my life. And you probably don't know a lot about me unless you actually know me, but I have some pretty good depression stories. Anyway, that one was the worst. And infertility, if you've never dealt with it, trust me when I say I can't talk about it right now, because it's really hard to talk about. It is painful. But anyway, as it regards to my weight loss story, I got up to 230 and stayed there. Then I really, a year or two later, I was like, no, I need to be healthy. This is not healthy. I was sick all the time, and I just, I started to get my head together. I went to see a psychiatrist, which is always good, but I'm like, I just need to lose the weight. And so I wanted to do it the quickest way possible, and I went to a medically supervised weight loss clinic, and she suggested a weight loss plan that included replacing all my meals with their weight loss shakes, which is extreme. And you may have seen some of the videos from that time, and I did lose weight. I think I went from like 230 to 211, 210 to 11, somewhere in there. Anyway, I lost quite a bit, and I was pretty stoked about it. But it was $1,000 for 6 weeks of these shakes, and I only had one shot. I only had $1,000 that I could put into it. So at the end of 6 weeks, I'm like, I can't do it anymore. I'll just have to do it with diet and exercise the rest of the way. And of course, I didn't lose any more. And I kind of bounced around. I bounced around between 210 and 220, like a 10-pound weight range for about a year, maybe 2 years. I'm not actually sure how long. But finally, me and my husband, after a lot of soul searching and research, and we'd kind of been cutting back on meat for a long time, we ended up becoming vegan. Vegan, if you don't know what that is a vegetarian, someone that doesn't eat meat, but also doesn't eat any dairy products or any eggs. Okay, you're also supposed to not have honey, but I don't follow that part. Okay, so maybe I'm not really a vegan. I am on a plant-based diet. There you go. I don't have any dairy products, which, it's funny. You know how I said I was sick all the time? When I went off the dairy, I wasn't sick anymore. I think I may have been lactose intolerant. I think I am lactose intolerant, because every time I let it slip back in, I get sick. But anyway, no dairy, no eggs, no meat. I stopped gaining weight completely when I went on that diet. I've been on it for 2 years. I've been able to maintain a plant-based diet, which sounds extreme, but it's really doable, and it's really easy to stay on if you just, it's like anything. If you get used to it, you can do it. I'm talking with my hands a lot today. Anyway, so there I was. I didn't gain any more weight, but I didn't lose any weight either. But I was like, I feel so good. Why do I need to lose weight at this point? I've already given up on trying to have kids. We have our one adopted daughter, and, I'm happy. I'm happy with her. And so it's like, what's the point? And then, I just decided I don't like the way I look. I don't. Is that vain? I mean, is it vain that I just don't, like, that I feel like I need for my self-confidence to be thinner? That's stupid. I really think that's stupid. I shouldn't. But, you know, I had, I, I feel like, I felt like now is the time to lose it. So in February of this year, 2014, I decided I was going to do it. I follow a celebrity on YouTube. Well, he's not really a celebrity. Whatever. I follow the Shaytards. I don't know if you've heard of him. Anyway, and Shay Carl likes to started a diet bet. It's on this website, www.dietbet.com, and you basically put money in, and you're betting that you will lose at least 4% of your weight in 30 days. Or no, 4 weeks, whatever. Same thing, basically. But anyway, I did it. I won my first diet bet, and my second, and now I'm on my third. And it's been motivation. That's what's the key, obviously the key for me, and apparently money motivates me more than other things. But yeah, I went back to calorie counting. I still am on my plant-based diet, and I feel good. I'm losing weight. I walk because my husband's a runner and I'm not. I try, but I just don't have the heart for it, so whatever. But I walk a lot, and I do cheesy walk at home videos too. And I call them cheesy, but this is probably just about the same level of cheesiness. Anyway, so yeah, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And you know, if you have any questions, or if you want to share your story with me, or if you know me and I may have forgotten something, put it in the comments, because you know, I don't remember things very well. Anyway, I think that's everything, though. I really do think that's everything. And right now, I should say, I'm 186 this week. So I'm just 3 pounds away from the lightest I've ever been. And then that's when the real work starts, because I want to get down to like 160, and it's going to take some work, because I've never dug down under the 180s. So I'm sure that weight's been hanging out there for a while, and it's going to be stubborn. But you're going to be there for me, right? I know you are. Wow. I keep getting really cheesy in these. I don't know why you're still watching. Oh well, you must be dedicated. See ya. Bye.